She
ain't fucking white.
Damn, look in the middle until it's done.
Mission confirmed. That's crazy.
You can find me on DoorDash, and hopefully you get me.
You rubbing that knee is nasty, nigga. That's nasty.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were acknowledging that you were of the elder race too, but you can find me at
the elder race. It's giving me everything I need. When Cyclops said, "Give them the forecast," I got wet. I did.
All right, Zelmay, you're under her. You're next.
Yes, I mean, chicken.
Wait a minute.
I wonder, was it the first or third cousin though?
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Monray Hudson back again. Another episode of Make It Make Sense podcast. And of course, I'm not alone. I'm joined by a colorful crew of collective people. First and foremost, we have the host of the newest show, Don't Piss Him Off. So don't. Zelmay.
What's up, man? It's your boy Laugh. I'm making cute and clean and good, and don't piss me off because I will make a video on you. I will make you viral.
We've seen what happens when you get videos made of you. Of course, speaking of virality, we have the Afro-Commie 765, the head of whole regulations himself.
You already know your local neighborhood scumbag here to get the folks of the daily dose of dirtbag saying gimmick different day, all gas, no breaks, cold hard hot takes, and everything that comes with it. You niggas know the spiel.
And then, of course, to balance out this trio of dastardly deeds, we do have our own sunshine herself, Miss Pinky Rifle.
We went from a death triangle to a chaos quartet.
Not a chaos quartet. I can't. Oh, it feels good to be back. You know, I was out for a cool little minute. Had to get my health right. Just happy to be back with y'all.
We have her back.
You should have heard the way these niggas was talking about you when you couldn't hear them, Aisha. It was crazy. I had to tell them to chill.
Wow. Wait, the leader of the patriarchy told the other men to chill?
Do you see how awkward that sounds, right? That lets you know something ain't right.
I was like, Shorty just got back from sick leave, be easy. And they were like, nah, fuck that bitch. I was like, that's crazy. How y'all gonna talk about Ace like that? That's fucked up.
Yeah, it sounds a little crazy, doesn't it?
Sick leave is crazy. And then Unico now is on his time skip era, so we don't have him today.
No, Unico's on his fade ducking it. Unico's on his fade ducking era, brother.
Ooh. Well, okay, we need the lore behind that.
As of the last 2 to 3 shows have been strictly very heated debates between the Afro-Commie 765 and Unico Williams. Last week, as a result of being on a Mount Rushmore video episode hosted by Zelmay, a debate came up that Unico Williams could beat the Afro-Commie in any fighting game, and the Afro-Commie decided to lay down the challenge and said, just pick the fighting game, and I would basically beat the skin off of you. And that's the lore of where this recent.
And that agreed with him too. He like you don't get the whole time.
I hate to see that.
That nigga. Well, too bad Joe's ducking the fade.
He's out in the woods now.
Not ducking the fade.
I was saying that nigga went.
I have no idea where Joe is. I'm not saying.
He's in the wilderness now. He's watching trees in his new time skip era.
Not watching trees. I can't with y'all.
Dastardly. But as you already see, we've had controversial ones, so we're gonna tell you right now, spoiler warning, this is a controversial show because it's gonna be controversial topics. It's gonna be ugly, most likely. I believe the panel will be on one accord, but the things we will talk about probably not gonna be. So, of course, trigger
you know what? Before we get into the dastardly deeds, welcome the girls back.
Oh
yeah. Shout out to the cleavage, yo. What every show really needs.
Yes. The cleavage always makes that.
There we go. Air horns for the titties, nigga. You know the fucking vibe.
Absolutely.
Cleavage would always make everything better. But
that's
I'll get started, and I will do my best to give a nice, good summary. Succinct. I would hope.
Yes, a good succinct summary of the situation. If you
my God. Okay, here we go.
Look, it's this one and then it's the other one. They're both controversial and irritating, so it is what it is.
Ugh.
All right, we
Are we
begin.
starting with the? Are we starting with
Oh, yeah,
child,
we're starting
sir?
with the-
Yeah,
Yep.
we are.
We'll start with the ugly.
And
I'd
there we
rather start
are.
with the ugly and get the ugly one out the way before we get to the other one that's gotten ugly. So first and foremost, if you have not heard or don't know what happened, beginning in May of 2023, the gentleman on the left, his name is Rick Chow. He is an owner of
Gentleman?
a weed store.
Gentlemen,
Yeah, what it is, I'm just listing
All
it.
right,
What it is.
come on, Ace.
It's
You
a way
gotta let him
to
get through the
describe the
spiel.
person.
Come on.
It's a way to describe the person. But the man on the right, his
Yes,
name is
now.
Rick Chow. It's a way. It's not the only way, but it's a way. The man
Hey,
on the right,
listen.
his name Rick Chow. He's 61 years old.
He
He's
was
the owner of a
innocent.
convenience store. What happened is on May 28th, 2023, that the person on the left, whose name is Cyrus Carmack Becton, if I said anybody's name wrong, I apologize. He entered the store and Rick Chow accused him of stealing some water bottles, or something of that nature. As a result of this altercation, Cyrus was unfortunately shot and killed 130 yards away. What happened is that as a result of this case, Rick Chow was, of course, arrested. But what ended up happening is this week, after 3 years of legal battles and things, that the jury came back after 8 hours of deliberation and found him not guilty of a fatal shooting of Cyrus Carmack Becton on. It's a bit convoluted, but I will explain what ended up happening. So basically, the prosecution accused Rick, said that he murdered him. And in South Carolina, in order to get through with a full murder charge, you have to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that malice was included and the person was murdered, that he had no other reason to do what he did in lieu of any kind of legal responsibility for it. And the other problem is the defense argues that this was done on an act of self-defense and that Rick Chow felt that his son, who was also there, was threatened. And when it comes to self-defense, you have to meet the level of threat that you are receiving with the level of threat that you are giving. So basically, if somebody has a gun, then you using a gun is also warranted. But if somebody is throwing a rock or something of that nature, then it is not warranted. And what was found on Cyrus's person was that he did have a gun, but supposedly the prosecution argues that this gun was not seen at any point up until the point he was shot after he was chased down. Versus the defense argued that Cyrus actually pointed the gun at Andy, which prompted Rick to want to defend his son because the son came under death threat. It's basically giving it in a nutshell. And the jury essentially came back because you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, basically a guarantee, that Rick shot him with malice and not in self-defense. And unfortunately, it seems as though that they could not 100% prove that Rick only acted with malice and not with the intent to defend somebody that he was responsible for, i.e. his son in this particular matter. So he was found not guilty, which is a very controversial call and has led to a whole bunch of controversy throughout the entirety of this week and lots of things of racial divides and things of that nature. And the other part, just the people that may want to know when it comes to the jury and, how the jury, when it comes to the jury, is that the jury was actually an even board of different people. 3 black men, 2 black women, 3 white women, 2 white men, and 2 other jurors of other backgrounds. I will give it to the first one down, Zell May. Your thoughts?
Listen, I tell everybody, be careful with everybody you go into because people have a theory on black people in this country about, if a black man come in your store, they probably stealing, especially if they're in the corner looking suspicious. Because I'll tell a story of this before we get to it. I know a guy who used to go in the mall, him and his white friend. Monte know who they are. I ain't gonna say who it is. But they used to go into the mall in Hattiesburg, and literally the white friend would steal something. And when the thing go off, they both be walking. They always took the black friend. And that is no different. And you think, they're a minority. It's no different with other races. Because again, the stereotype in America is the same theme. Because if you watch the news, it's the same thing. If most other races don't specifically, I'm trying to say how to say this. if most other races do a crime, they don't show the picture most of the time, outside of like Hispanic. So it's Hispanic black people, they will show the person. But if anybody else do it, they show the thing, and the little whole reasoning for it is literally, oh, we don't want to give them credit, but they only do it to black people. So in your mind, most times you see a crime, you say it's black people because that's who you see most time. Even though if it's a white person, they won't show the thing on the news. I actually looked the other day; they still do that. It's very weird. They do it in Mississippi, they do it in Texas. I saw they did it in New Jersey, and they still do the same little image where they just put a blank image or a blinded image of a blotted out image of it. So again, it creates this narrative that goes around, and then everybody in the jury kind of feel the narrative too, like, oh, he had a reasonable doubt and all this. Now this might work against Chud the Builder if it doesn't. America, we still very racist. We still racist. Don't get it wrong, but we can still be very, very racist still. There's just another evidence of that.
The Afro commie, your spiel.
Listen, when it comes down to the eye of the law, you know shit gets real literal. Unfortunately enough, just because the young man had a gun doesn't mean he was planning to do anything illegal with the gun. But the fact that he had the gun brought plausible deniability into the whether or not the man was defending himself or not, which is what made it to where he got a not guilty plea. And listen, as someone who thoroughly believes in their Second Amendment right to carry a firearm, it's just, this is, do you blame the jury because like they're following the letter of the law, or do you blame fucking, I don't know who you blame in this situation. Obviously you blame the man, he shot the kid died, period, point blank. But like I said, once you add in the other party being in possession of a firearm, it adds different nuances to the case that are somewhat harder to be like, oh, this man murdered him, as opposed to this man was defending himself. So I think this is a very messy situation, but the law is very murky and gray as it is, and this time it just shook out a little closer on the dark side, unfortunately.
Miss Pinky Wiser.
Okay. So it's my understanding that Cyrus was shot in the back.
Yes. Rick chased him, I think it was 130 yards.
130 yards, brother. 390 feet.
So how does somebody pose a threat running away from you?
What if he went for the gun while he was running? I'm playing devil's advocate, just so we can get that out there already. She's asking questions. What if he was going for the gun?
The argument is going to come that, I ain't gonna say going to come, but the initial argument from the defense is that Cyrus pulled the gun out at the store, and then it essentially led to him chasing him down afterwards because he felt his son was threatened. And then the following, like I said, it goes against the fact that he chased him down, but that's just the initial argument, that he chased him down because he felt his son was threatened, and then it just led to him.
But if you're so threatened and we're talking about self-defense, then why would you chase the perpetrator? And I say that loosely. Why would you chase them down? But you're in fear of your life.
Stand your ground. You have the right to protect yourself.
Protect yourself at the store, not chase the person down and shoot them.
No,
I understand. It's also not just it's not also not just stand your ground. It is also a legal defense to protect somebody that you are in responsibility for, like your son or a child or a parent or something. It is also a legal defense, which is the one defense you, that he was defending his son, who he felt his son was threatened, not necessarily he himself.
Or we grasp at straws to fucking acquit somebody else who doesn't deserve it. Sure. Whatever. The system's fucked. We know the system's fucked. The system was made to be fucked. Let's be honest. It was never made for real justice, at least not for us.
Justice was blind for a reason, sister.
Listen, if he was rich, they probably got off. Or if he was another race, he would have got off. If he was white, he would have probably went to jail. That's how it goes. Be careful out there, my people.
That part. Even when you think you're being careful, be extra careful.
Well, listen, that young man did the come on now. We got now, like I said,
But we've also seen the video where he took his backpack off, complying with what they were asking him.
Yes.
Yeah, but
what?
That's the thing. But the key to this, and I hate to be that guy, I really do. But we can all, if there was no gun, Rick goes to jail, period, point blank, for the rest of his life. And unfortunately, it has to, whether or not there was any intention of using the gun, because how old was this young man? He wasn't old enough to own a gun.
14.
Unfortunately. He wasn't old enough to own a gun. He wasn't even old enough in the eyes of the really liberal gun states you still have to be at least 16 before your parents can give you a gun to carry. And that's Texas type shit. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, here's the thing. If the gun wasn't involved, this is a completely different story. But since the gun was involved, the defense had a very plausible self-defense plea because he was a young man and a young black man in possession of a firearm. Okay. And it sucks, but like that's just the way the game's played.
It's an entirely awkward case. The case had multiple witnesses. Like I said, this was in the middle of a convenience store. It was multiple witnesses to where I believe it was at least.
I feel bad for the jurors in this shit, yo. I really do. I would not want to.
That's why they don't make their.
I would not have wanted to be on that jury.
But
so my question is this: did it have to be unanimous, or it's just?
It has to be unanimous.
Yeah.
So whoever fucked it up for the juries, blame them. If you want to jump somebody, jump them too. Fuck it.
Because I know, it has to be unanimous.
We have hung juries all the time where you can't fucking.
Yeah. That just would have been a mistrial.
This was not a hung jury situation. This was like I said. If they came back with a conviction, then everyone agreed, or the jury would have been hung.
Yeah. So like
not literally hung people,
they would have been in a place where they couldn't come out with a verdict.
An impasse in sentencing that you can't get past.
Yeah,
a deadlock jury.
Yeah, and that would have led to a mistrial. But no, this was a unanimous not guilty verdict. Like I say, it was a weird situation considering all the kind of evidence stuff they had. There were multiple witnesses that did not see Cyrus hold out or point his weapon towards anybody. And I think the only witnesses that did say that he pulled it out was Rick and his son.
Of course.
I say
it's a nasty one,
especially when it comes to the case and the charges being murder, not something like manslaughter or anything of that nature. Proving murder beyond a shadow of a doubt is not an easy feat, especially
at all.
Like proving intent, especially because proving intent is
that's the key.
Difficult. That's probably
it's even more difficult when you add in the fact that the young man did have a gun.
Like that's the part. Is proving intent is always one of the most difficult things to prove. And
like, because I don't want people to get lost on the fact that the gun is the make or break in this case. If he doesn't have a gun, old Rick Child goes to prison for the rest of his life for murdering a 14-year-old.
Any final thoughts? I had to get this one out the way because I knew this was going to be the most.
My final thoughts on the matter are this is more of the same. This is the world we live in. You have to at least try to be a couple steps ahead in regular everyday life, or you're blissfully ignorant to the peril that's all around you. It's unfortunate but true.
All I want to say is I know people gonna argue like we shouldn't feel like that. Listen, it's about protecting yourself in certain ways, in certain category. Be safe. Be out here. Know how people view you, even if you're not.
As a person who was an underage individual carrying a gun, who very well probably could have ended up in the same situation before I matured and began carrying guns in a legal way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Understand how people view you.
unfortunately,
Like I said.
this young man doesn't have the chance to learn that.
It is
I
unfortunate.
bet you that hurry up and buy fucking shtick ain't gonna be as funny now.
I mean, I still listen. If anything, stuff like this presses people to buy more weapons.
Protect yourself. Because that
You
child
have
shouldn't have
to.
lost his life. At the end of the day, he should not have lost his life.
But
Period.
hold on, Ace. What if the child would have been that was being chased? What if he would have turned around, got some shots off, and put Rick Chow in the dirt?
It's a lot of what ifs, but that's not what fucking happened.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
I don't
would
want
we
to
be
hear
looking-
what if he turned
No,
around.
I'm
He
saying.
did not get the chance
No,
to.
listen. I don't think you're getting the point of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, how would you look at the case if the case was reversed?
Now, if it was a child that shot that old man, let justice
see what I'm
play its
saying?
part. Okay,
You
but
see
it's
what-
not the child that shot him.
I know. I'm just saying that,
Like,
that
I don't
it's
get
very
what you're
easily
trying to
flip
dig
flopped.
at.
Is that it's not always going to be black and white, and even when we think that it should be, sometimes it's all just shades of fucking gray. Like you,
But that's what we have
from
to,
the
it's not
outside,
supposed
you
to be
very
gray.
easily want to say this young man was running for his life, and this man shot him down in cold blood. This man should go to prison forever, right?
Absolutely.
That ideally, but you got to think. The prosecutors had a very stiff job in trying to prove that
There are
Rick
so
Chow
many
did-
places he could have shot that child if he felt the need to shoot him.
I don't know. I was going to agree with you. I don't take it that you've ever shot at anyone, Aisha. Correct?
Even if I had, I have not.
Well, no,
Even if I had, I'm
I'm
not
just saying.
shooting to kill.
But look, all I'm saying is high adrenaline situations with firearms are involved. When firearms are involved, it's always a
Then you
recipe
should
for
not have
nasty.
a fucking weapon.
No, but
If
that's
you
your
don't know
Second
how to
Amendment.
handle
That's your
yourself,
Second
no.
Amendment. Hold on, we don't do that. No.
Because I
Here's the
said if you
thing.
can't handle yourself in a situation, you shouldn't have that weapon.
No, because there's plenty of people who probably couldn't handle themselves in situations, but they should still have the right to own a weapon.
I said you should
Until-
not have that weapon. I didn't say it should be against the law that you have that weapon.
No,
That's
I'm
the
just
difference.
saying that it's very. I don't like. I
That's
don't
like saying
it when-
people
when
who
we
have
stop
mental-
having guns is when we really lose to the government. Don't get me on a goddamn tangent, but
I didn't say take away their guns. I said you as the
I
individual
know
should
that-
not have that gun. I didn't say take away the guns. We're arguing on a whole different fucking aspect.
We
no,
lost
I'm
the
just,
government
I'm
a
just
long
saying
time ago.
that you've got to. Well, here's the thing. I don't feel like you believe that there's any way that Rick Chow should have got off with this. Correct?
I don't. Not with what has
And
been
here's
presented.
and see, I'm coming from the point of I see exactly how he got off with this.
With that, we transfer
Next.
over to more happier subjects. So this particular week was. and
I'm
it still
always just
continues
here to play
tomorrow.
devil's advocate, brother.
So I mean, I understand. Like I said, this is going to be a very touchy subject, regardless of the fact. So like I said we transfer over to more happier things. You know, this particular week was a video game week specifically. We've had multiple gaming events like PlayStation State of Play, and yesterday was the Summer's Games Fest. Xbox will have their own personal event tomorrow, but I naturally just want to give a little bit of a highlight to all of the different kind of games and updates that we were receiving over the course of this wonderful week. We start off Summer Games Fest. The reason why I'm starting in reverse. Summer Games Fest did not disappoint this particular year, unlike in past years. They've had a number of announcements, a little something for everybody that was good as far as
No,
I
that
feel.
Among Us gimmick was corny.
The gimmicks, I ain't gonna talk about that, but you know, things like a remake of Resident Evil Code Veronica, which
Code
Capcom has been on
Veronica,
a tear for this. They've been on a tear for the past 5 or 6 years at this point.
Yo, since
Resident
Six
Evil
dropped,
franchise.
yo.
maybe a little bit longer.
Capcom been in their bag since fucking Street Fighter 6 dropped, yo. They haven't stopped.
Oh no, it was before that. When they redid Resident Evil 7, that's what
Street
started
Fighter
it.
6 is in it. Street Fighter 6 is in year 4, nigga. Right
Has it
now.
really been that? It's been 4 years already.
Yes, it's year 4. They announced at the show year 4.
I was gonna say
They want to
Street
add
Fighter 6 is in
Tifa.
year 4 now, brother.
Like, shout out to them because Tifa, I think, is a really good addition. She fits. But I say it's been shocking. But like I say, ever since I think Resident Evil 7, Capcom has basically been on a tear. Like every game or these major games they put out has been really good. Even some of the lesser known ones like Pragmata. What's Pragmata? What of the game is kind? I forget the name of it.
Yeah, Pragmata and fucking
Pragmata was even a success. It was a good game, accepted well. Like I said, it's been a lot of good games. They capped off this Summer Games Fest with the announcement of Final Fantasy VII's third and final part, Revelation.
Yeah.
Surprisingly good.
The last battle.
So it was actually a very sound show. The gameplay for it looked great. I'm very well pleased. Any of these particular games off of Summer Games Fest that anybody wanted to highlight or any kind of looking forward to?
Guild Wars 3 is gonna be elite. Let's go. We love Guild Wars out here. We support Guild Wars.
Yeah, Guild Wars 3 is gonna be is gonna be gnarly.
Nerd.
No, I want to see. I want to play the Last Ronin.
I played
That's
a shit ton of OG Guild Wars, brother. My parents hated Guild Wars. They could not use the telephone.
But if I gotta put out some, if I gotta shout out some of the games, some of them are just shocked. Like Resident Evil Code Veronica was leaked.
Yeah,
leaked before we knew this was gonna
Resident
be a
Evil
thing.
is gold IP, brother.
But it's a good
just
one.
is
Alien
what it is.
Isolation 2 is a 12-year later sequel that we gotten for 12 years. I think the last one was like 12 years ago, something like that. So that's surprising. Stranger Than Heaven, they had already announced it, but they gave another update they have Tupac on the game now. With
Why the
Dogg.
fuck does Tupac need to be in Stranger Than Heaven?
Why does Snoop Dogg do it in heaven? But you
Well,
think
at least Snoop Dogg, I get it. Snoop Dogg's got the regal looking fucking dreadlocks now. He's got the old smoky kung fu master build. You know what
you
I
think
mean?
the niggas from Yakuza gonna do it wrong? I'm looking forward to that. The niggas that made
I just
Yakuza?
thought, listen, Tupac with the goddamn with the Asian inspired bandana, yo, it was it was heavy. I was like, damn, just like that. But shout out to Snoop Dogg for somehow making sure his son got in this game too. Because the three black people they showed was Snoop Dogg, his son, and then Tupac.
And then he made Death Row games. I'm like,
he said like he's making Death Row games. He wants to make a hip hop gaming world. Hey, if it needs to like Def Jam fight for New York coming back, I don't care.
Y'all know I'm a Yakuza Negro. I love all.
But if y'all are wondering what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. Tupac is actually he's actually in the game. I'm not even lying.
Should Nike get any money from Death Row?
Even with Tupac, Stranger Than Heaven still looks like it's gonna be gas. Straight.
That don't even look like him for real.
Yeah, he's in the game.
I don't know what that is. I don't know this man.
His family getting paid.
Stranger Than Heaven.
You will on I think it's January the 15th. You will then.
Should Nike? I mean,
I do not know this man. Absolutely not.
Hey, at least his family get paid off this.
Pirate Yakuza
Yes,
in
Tupac
Hawaii,
Estate did sign off on this.
So he gets paid from. They get paid from this.
Good that they get paid. I don't know who that is though.
Good job, generational wealth to his family.
I had to put out shout out for that. Cuphead announced that they are working on a sequel and they will have a extra big game coming out. Last Ronin, if you don't realize, Last Ronin is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles storyline where all of the turtles died, and Splinter have all died except for Michelangelo, the orange, the goofy looking one. And he decides
the one you need to be scared of.
And he decides to take revenge on his own, wielding the weaponry that his brothers held, and goes on a solo tear.
He actually
I'm so excited for that one.
It's one of the darkest and best storylines of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lore entirely.
The darkest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles story ever written.
Yeah, so it is actually going to be something.
One of it is the
if you have not heard of The Last Ronin, do your research.
Just go read it, folks. It's an amazing storyline. It's way deeper than you'd expect from the the surface level childishness of the regular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchise.
And I will give props to it. The people that are developing this game is Platinum Games, who are also known to make high octane action games like Bayonetta and Nier Automata. So the game probably will be full of very quick and high powered action, and it's gonna be crazy, especially for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Give props to that.
I will be playing a demo of Mortal Shell 2. I'll update y'all if it's good.
That's the Mortal Shell was good. Gundam Rogue Orbit looked good. I'm happy that the Gundam franchise is something that looks nice.
Who asked for Among Us?
Among Us, I ain't gonna lie,
Who
Among Us
asked
has
for
been
it?
working on that show for years. Like they announced it years ago that they were working on the show. I didn't ask for it. I don't
Okay,
really
that was my question. Who asked for this?
The developers. That's why they did it. So
Kids for some reason still enjoy Among Us. I don't know. I think it's because the younger generation didn't go through the COVID hell that was Among Us lobbies in 2021.
And I ain't gonna lie, it was crazy, but it was fun. So
it was so much fucking fun, bro.
Saul had a little something. Star Wars had a race game come out. Like, it's a lot of stuff. Wolf Among Us from Telltale Games decided to come out.
Yo, I'm so yiked on Wolf Among Us 2.
It's a lot.
I don't know if I'm gonna play the remake or not because I still thoroughly remember. But I might just because
it was a number of things that came. Like I said, Summer Game Fest was actually well received. It was very solid. It had a lot of good games. I was actually happy because the last few years of Summer Game Fest has not been good, so I've been really happy to see a lot of this.
We got a new Virtual Fighter, by the way. Mount Rushmore tomorrow.
Virtual Fighter, Stellar Blade.
It's a Virtual Fighter spinoff.
So
it
was good.
It's not a numbered Virtual Fighter because that is not going to be you know what I mean.
Speaking of, will you see Virtual Fighter on the list of 30 on Mount Rushmore?
Yes, there has the Mount Rushmore fighting games tomorrow, which is gonna be ugly. So we'll get to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty.
So I brought up the nice one because this Summer Games Fest was well received pretty much by everybody. You know, even the Black Flag, because State of Play was not well received by everybody, but there's a specific reason for that. So I will start out. We will leave the final game for its own section, and we will just talk about State of Play. State of Play was on Tuesday. They had their own.
We don't care.
So,
we don't talk about the last game.
We don't care about that. No, I take that back.
I'll be fair. Wolverine was good.
I'm yiked for Carnage going into
Wolverine looked like a remake of Spider-Man.
Like Wolverine was good, to be fair. I have no problem with how
Wolverine open world that disappointed me. I got pissed off there.
Even though I will be fair, people did have some issues with Wolverine as well because some people were complaining that Wolverine doesn't necessarily take place in this in like a mainline version of the X-Men universe. It takes place where that mutants are not really well known in the world. They're still in hiding and things. They're not really an X-Men. There's not a band of them together. And Wolverine takes place in that kind of world and stuff. You know, we saw appearance of other mutants like Jean, Sabretooth, Mystique. So it's gonna have its own original story, which is pretty much what I expected anyway. I didn't expect, you're gonna be Wolverine banded with the X-Men fighting against the Brotherhood of Mutants. I didn't expect that crap anyway, because that's not Wolverine. It's not what he's supposed to be about anyway. So that's fine. The games that they mostly showed were pretty much okay. You know, Onimusha was good. Until Dawn 2 was a really good surprise for me. I
talk about why is there a black Silent Hill protagonist, yo? Ain't no nigga putting himself through that shit. Let's just be fucking for real.
I don't know why they have that.
We gotta be so fucking for real. Ain't no nigga putting himself through that shit.
Silent Hill is gonna be fucking for real.
Silent Hill is gonna be something with but to the divisive one, and I say,
hold up, wait, before we get off the Wolverine, we do have to announce the problem I have with it. It ain't
Carnage and the Green Goblin going in.
Oh yeah, and Token Souls announcing that quartet of villains is great.
By the way, Dune Awakening is coming to Game Pass, but Wolverine, my problem with Wolverine, I'm gonna just say it. It's not open world. That pissed me off. Soon they said I was off. I'm like, nope, don't.
I didn't expect it to be open world either.
Open world Wolverine.
I didn't expect it either.
Batman can do it.
What fucking world?
Batman runs Gotham. Spider-Man. Batman runs Gotham. Spider-Man watches over pretty much all of New York and different parts of Manhattan and Harlem and stuff. Wolverine don't do that. Wolverine is not a hero.
What? They got running around the Canadian forest.
Yes, I want to run
running
running the
around
sabers in the woods. And I want to meet the Hulk
stopping
in the
illegal
woods.
moose
I
hunters.
want to meet the Hulk in the woods, and it's go
Nah,
time comes out to
nigga.
him.
You were look.
Tell me you would
were
not be
the
hyped to
loser.
see the
need
Hulk
to
rather
go
than
and
the
play,
We were not getting an open world Wolverine game.
You need to play Crystal Dynamics Marvel Avengers then, or you need to play Lego Avengers superheroes.
By the way, I do want to say that
Not
Marvel
Legos.
Avengers got a lot better after they fixed it, but unfortunately, just like Control,
He was dead by that time.
it should be. It came out.
I do want to say
Yeah, buddy.
once Tokon drops officially, that will be another fighting game that I will guaranteed wash you Nico Williams in, just so everyone knows.
But to be fair, Token Fighting Souls has the spirit. It's not the same as Marvel's Capcom, but it does have the spirit of it, which I really like.
The controls are kind of I think once niggas get used to it, but I'm always here. I'm a Carnage main, and the game's not even out yet, folks.
All right. So, Miss Pinky Waifu, I apologize in advance.
Oh my god.
Because I don't think you know why there's so much discourse on this last one, but it's so.
If you're talking about the last one in the list, I absolutely know why there's discourse about
Okay,
this.
so wonderful. So anyway,
okay.
I will explain for
There's
people
two
who may
sides
not
to
be aware. I apologize in advance to Pinky Waifu and to all the women in the audience watching because it's not gonna be pretty. So, if you are wondering,
fuck yeah.
if you are wondering, the
Can I
final
say
game
suck
is
my
State
dick
of Play.
first?
Huh?
Can I say suck my dick first?
Sure.
There we go. Suck it.
So the final game in the State of Play announcement was a surprise to everybody, pretty much other than like the most elite leakers or whatever, but it was a surprise to
I
everybody.
literally put it on my
It is
cover of my
a
game.
new
man.
God of War.
This has been in the come on. We
This
knew
is a
this
new
was
God of
fucking
War.
coming.
We knew this was coming.
This is a new God of War, and it is titled God of War Lao Fei.
Yes.
To represent Fei, Kratos' wife. And yes,
Uh-huh.
this is a female-led brand new God of War game. This is not a spinoff.
We've
As
only
the
been
creators
asking questions
The
about it since
creators
the
of
Norse
God of War
arc
themselves
began.
have said this
And
is
if
not a
you don't
spinoff.
know her story as to how she became his wife, educate yourself.
So, like I said, this is not a spinoff. This is the next saga in the God of War franchise, as said by the developers themselves. This is not a
This is them
spinoff. This is a
finishing
fully
out
God
the
of War game.
Norse run. They said it'd be a trilogy. This is them finishing out the Norse run. Then you niggas can finally get back to what you all wanted, and we'll hit a new pantheon.
I will
We
get
gotta
into it.
finish
But
the
anyway,
fucking story.
Anyway, the summary of this game is simple. God of War Lao Fei follows Fei as she fights through the Everywind, the afterlife of the gods. Also, shout out to the amazing Spider-Cam for joining us on this. Right when I talk about this anyway. So, God of War Lao Fei follows Fei as she fights through the Everywind, the afterlife of the gods, where powerful deities across different mythologies will fight for control in the realm, blah, blah, blah. And I say different mythology because these are different mythologies. They already have
Yes,
confirmed.
one is
Tibetan.
from Mongolian lore and one is Egyptian.
Yeah, the Tibetan god of war and the Egyptian goddess of war have already been confirmed as the two people that you see in front of me. And supposedly, I'm
Shout out to
happy.
Segment.
Shout out to Miss Deborah Wool, who's also
Yeah.
Perrin from
She got
Marvel
I was
Daredevil.
gonna say.
If you
Oh
didn't
well,
know,
I was thinking about
True Blood?
her in True Blood.
True Blood.
but she's also in True Blood.
She had the
But-
titties out.
So we come
Not
to this.
the titties out.
But I come to this because I have to say and admit, shockingly, and maybe not shockingly, there has been a lot of discussion and even backlash on her being a solo-led protagonist, female-led God of War game with a good notable chunk of people. It's not the majority. The majority of people love the game and can't wait.
Misogynists unite.
Misogynists unite. I can't even deny it because the backlash is notable enough to where the developers have had to come out and say things and defend it and stuff. We even had like some stupid Domino's reference.
Domino's
from
said
UK decided to tweet out
Kratos
like
been-
a God of War game with no Kratos is like pepperoni passion and no pepperoni. Like, but different original creative people have just been upset saying that this doesn't really feel like a God of War because it's a female leading the game instead of Kratos. Even though I wonder, like, if Atreus would have led the game, would y'all have had the same kind of problem because it still would have been freaking Kratos in there. But regardless, I say this because it's not. Look, the backlash ain't gonna be pretty. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I say
It's
this.
the same niggas that complained about the Atreus parts of Ragnarok.
Like it, but we complain about that, but that was more just because it was slow. But to give an example of what I am talking about. So I simply went to Santa Monica Studios X page. This is their page on X/Twitter. And I just scrolled to the first pinned comment that they had from June 2nd when they announced God of War Laufey. I simply scrolled down. This is what I saw. They can't wait. God of Laundry, the rinse and repeat epic, showing Faye there, doing a whole bunch of misogynistic traditional.
Do we not know that she went toe to toe with Kratos while these
They
niggas
don't.
were talking about laundry?
They don't. So that's one. I scrolled immediately down from there.
Don't forget she fought Thor.
I scrolled immediately down from there. I scrolled immediately down from there. I just scrolled down. Well, guys, it's been a fun run since God of War PlayStation 2, but like finally time to end my God of War journey. Here we go, catering to a fan base that doesn't exist. Hey, Santa Monica Studios, God of War is supposed to have Kratos. What the heck is this dog? I'll pass. No, thank you. I'll be back when Kratos returns. I scrolled from there. Like I said, I just scrolled down. Like I said, it's not the majority, but these are just notable ones that I just saw when I just scrolled down from there. I didn't have to really search for anything. Scroll from there. It will flop and get passed out free on PlayStation Plus, and then and only then when I try it. You're not getting any money for a game not made for me. The core audience who's been around for every single game at launch, even the mobile game, which is better than this trash. Where the frick is the real God of War? We want Kratos killing guys with his bare hands, no mercy, ruthless Kratos. Not to play as Bit Boy or Kratos, his dead wife, or the soft motherfucker you done turned him into. Follow that with the direction y'all should have went. And I think I got one more on here. Yep. One more. Shame on you, you dogs. You're the worst company I've ever seen. You don't respect your fans. You want Kratos, and all you do is bring back his dead wife, Faye. F all you guys. And another one was giving props like it's in a great state.
If you like choking on dildos, just say that. And
then the bottom one's like, if you wanted a female goddess of war, why not select Athena, the goddess of wisdom and strategic war? Surely it would have to be a strategic game, a strategy game with a powerful but not overpowering Athena, but it would have been within expectations that have its own niche. So as you see, that's it. So as you see, solely I just went to their page and scrolled down on their first pin for, and there's this. Like I said, there's a bunch of people that's promoting and loving the game, but there are people. There's a notable denomination of people that are just giving straight up outcry at not wanting
that scream extra chromosomes
for an abundance of reasons. But I will let you speak on yourself, Miss Pinky Waifu. You have been itching.
Suck my fat dick. Choke on it. You know what? Cup the balls too, because if you've played at least the last two, this was coming. The Ragnarok set us up for this. This is his wife. She went toe to toe with Kratos and lived to tell the tale. To get, like, no disrespect, but she got cracked by Kratos. Like, she was such an amazing woman. Not only she go toe to toe, she had his kid. But she fought Kratos. She fought fucking Thor. Like, if you don't know where his fucking Leviathan axe came from, again, do your fucking research. I'm waiting for this. I was waiting for this. We got fucking Kratos' backstory. We got Atreus' backstory with him becoming Loki or being Loki. Now we get her story. I'm here for it, and I can't wait to fucking play it. And she is going to shit on everybody who fucking doubted her.
This game doesn't flop.
It's God of War, I doubt it.
I would say I highly doubt it will. I don't know. We got a little bit shaky in the PSP era, brother.
I don't know about the PSP area because I never had a PSP.
I don't know, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
That was like 20 years ago almost, nigga.
Like, nigga, I put in the work recently. Like, I put in hours for this shit.
But, Zelmay?
Yeah, maybe 10.
Your feelings of God of War Laufey, do you think it's not the way?
Listen, I already told y'all don't piss me off. They piss me off talking about this.
They piss me off.
Listen, don't PMO. That's a new show every Saturday. Go check it out. Just like Mount Rushmore every Sunday. We got new shows. We're doing different things. Always plug. But I'm keeping that 19 overall $99 million. But I do want to say this. None of these dudes, you go in their comment section, it's either trolls or dudes that don't play games. They really don't. Most of these dudes do not play game. They can't tell you what happened in any game if you ask them. And that's my problem with most of these people. It ain't that you don't like the game. It ain't that you don't like the character design. You don't have a reason not to like this game. You just made it up because I want to be a weird human being who don't talk to women and just complain about women all day and tell people to get in the kitchen, even though you listen to a 34-year-old man who's dated one woman at 34 because he paid for her. I'm just that's the people y'all listen to.
Mama's social security check.
I'm just saying they didn't get money until they started plotting on y'all online, and it's a group of them, and then the other half of them that do got a wife, they kind of like cucks to their wife, and then they take all the bills. But that's who y'all listen to. I just want to say, it's the main people doing this is like Asmongold, who don't clean his house and say he don't take showers every 3 weeks because he don't go outside. And then the 75-year-old Grims who got fired from every company that he ever been because he sucks at his job and he is racist and a piece of shit. What's his name? Grums or whatever his name is, the weird dude on Twitter. That's who people listen to. It's the weird, and that man like 70 years old. He ain't playing God of War. That man developed the games back in 1985, pretending like he knows something.
Not 1985.
He was. That's when he got fired. He sucked. He racist.
I'm here for it.
Nasty work.
Don't piss me off.
Too late for that. But we have the amazing Spider Cam. Your take on God of War Laufey and the discourse around it.
I mean, niggas just crying for no reason, just to cry for no reason. I mean, that's all it is. You got the Dweller Gamers, one of the worst communities ever. Nothing crazy. I mean, did you cry when Resident Evil switched protagonists? You didn't cry when Jill was the main character. You didn't cry for that. I don't understand. Did you cry in Final Fantasy when they swapped protagonists and you got multiple female protagonists in this one? I mean, nobody was crying from 7 to 8. Nobody's crying from 9 to 10. Nobody's crying for those.
10 to 10 too.
There's no tears. There's no tears. Nobody knows crying for X2. I think people like Lightning for 14. We like her, right? Yeah. Would y'all cry if the new Lara Croft?
13. Lightning was 13. 13.
Oh, 13. Would you cry if Lara Croft switched over to Larry Croft and he was in booty shorts? Around the new one.
No, Larry Croft.
I'm just asking.
I'm here for Larry Croft. You mean
No,
Nathan Drake?
Yes.
I'm sorry, y'all
Nathan
wasn't.
Drake is male
And we
Laura
got the same, misogynist now that we had maybe 30, 40 years ago. I imagine the tears when Miss Pac-Man was brought out or took over Pac-Man's spot with the fucking stiletto heels and the lipstick. Like, no, I want Pac-Man. I want my male Pac-Man gobbling them ghosts. That's what I want.
Them balls.
I want them gobbling them ghost balls. That's what I want. Get this bitch off my fucking screen. I'm just saying, it's selective outrage like it normally is. Nothing crazy. Y'all wasn't crying when The Last of Us went from Joel to Ellie, and the game got a higher rating than the first game. I'm just saying. Look at the 93% rating on Metascore. I mean, if y'all Metacritic, I mean, y'all like that. If y'all don't, I don't know. But if this is going straight into the next story from the previous story, if this is a linear storyline, I don't see no problem with it. Now, it's just some random shit, maybe, but if it's a linear storyline, cool. I'm not tripping about it.
And it is, because if you've seen like the trailer for it, it picks up when they're burning her body in fucking God of War.
Yes, for her point,
2018,
it's supposed to. They already described this game runs parallel at the same time as the original God of War on PS5 and on Ragnarok. It runs parallel to it. People have already drawn parallels that at the beginning of the game of God of War Ragnarok, when Thor quote unquote kills Kratos, that might be the exact moment that they showed in the trailer where Kratos reached out to her when she was in the cage and she got blown.
It's linear storytelling. Everybody likes linear storytelling, right?
Exactly. So it might be, but it's supposed to run parallel to that, exactly at the same time along. What time for her is different because, of course, she's dead.
I like my gods bald, white, and kill people.
The Abercrombie 765, your spiel.
This was the natural progression of the storyline, folks. It is what it is. We knew that this. Listen, Santa Monica, when they set out, we knew they were giving us a trilogy. Okay, It makes sense. It's the way the story. I would have been high. Listen, if we would have just magically jumped to another pantheon after Ragnarok, I'd have been like, okay,
Quick pause.
This is kind of weird.
Can you move me up? I don't like being under all y'all niggas like that.
Oh my god!
At least give me middle ground. Thank you.
My fucking god! This was the natural progression. This was the natural progression of the story, folks. Y'all niggas is just belly aching to be belly aching. Go take some Pepto-Bismol and shut the fuck up. God damn. Don't buy it. That's always listen.
What? Genocide Afro coming.
Listen, no one is going to take your fucking debit card and force you to purchase this fucking game. I say it to the niggas at Bad Take University when they're bitching about no one is gonna force you to watch this wrestling, okay? No one's gonna do it. No one's gonna force you to play Lao Fei. So if it bothers you that much, don't fucking play it. Problem solved.
You don't like your gods bald, white, and
niggas don't like the Huz no more, and that's crazy.
They don't.
I mean, their leaders are all technically kind of most likely absolutely gay.
Niggas like niggas.
Niggas like
not this,
boys being
not
boys, Afro
nigga.
boys being boys.
Boys being boys, just playing grab ass in the locker room.
Yeah, that
I want the strong man with the muscles. Okay, you can have that. Sure.
I need to see him.
Hey, I just want niggas to know that I'm finna murk bad shit as Lao Fei. I'm finna kill bad shit, and I'm gonna use her glowing dishwashing hand to do it.
I saw some people mad that she wasn't a cat. Old girl over there.
I've seen a few people upset like design choices.
Segment. If they were gonna be mad, they should be mad she's not a crocodile. Segment was like a crocodile hippo goddess.
They
like the one that was in freaking Moon Knight. I'm sitting there wondering, bro, I don't understand.
Like the Segment in Moon Knight. That's what they did. If you niggas was gonna bitch and complain.
I just don't get it.
Listen, I understand that complaint more because some people are like sticklers for like natural shit that they saw in history and it pissed me off. But they gotta have everything.
But listen, you don't get actual depictions of the divine. That's not how that works.
By the way, same people. I went and looked to see if the dude was legit, but he was legit mad that Thor was fat. So.
Like the nigga didn't do nothing but fuck whores, get drunk, and kill niggas. You think he was gonna be fucking?
Yes, sir. Canonically accurate.
You think he's gonna be shredded to the gills when he ain't doing nothing but eating, drinking, and killing? And fucking, come on.
I don't like. It's like the Afro. It's like Cam said. I don't get people. Silent Hill did it. They swapped over. Nier did it. Nier did it with Automata. Nobody said some shit.
Silent Hill should have never had a black main character though. That shit.
Silent Hill did it. Silent Hill did it a couple times. Last of Us just did it. I don't get how we're still at this point in 2026 where a female is
there are still mad niggas that aren't comfortable playing as female characters.
If Sydney Sweeney would have came out there with the yits out, they would have been happy about it.
Closet, leave the game alone.
Murray, if Sydney Sweeney was Freya with the yits out, they would have been happy.
I'm just
pretending like they were.
When Faye sticks her sword through the skull of a couple of guys, they're gonna shut all the way up about that part. I'm just sitting here shocked. Like I don't understand how we got to this point. We're still looking like this. Like it ain't female-led protagonist video games that are great video games. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, it isn't a thing. There are great games led with female protagonists.
I'm honestly surprised that you were so shocked by this. Because me and Afro made fun of this on the show.
The problem is they want half-naked muscle men.
And mind you, I was shocked. I was shocked when I saw the discourse. I'm like, what are we even talking about here? It's a God of War game. God of War is a brand. It is not just the story of Kratos. It is God of War, the brand, the ever-branching story that is 8 to 9 games long at this point. What are we talking about? Like,
it's not a God of War. What Ares is the final boss? Then it's God of War, huh?
It got to be Kratos. We were talking about Kratos being dead 3 games ago. Oh, we're talking about it got to be about Kratos. We were talking about Kratos being dead 3 games ago. What the frick are we talking about here?
Well, Ares can't show up in this game, by the way, if y'all wanted to know. He can't.
Oh, and then the wonderful part about it, like there's so many guys that could come across these games that she can interact with because this is the afterlife of all the mythologies. She can meet with Zeus,
Which means she could also
Odin,
meet her husband's
Hermes,
family.
Thor, all of
She'll
those
meet
guys.
her sister-in-law, Athena, and her father-in-law, Zeus.
I'm like, the story that they could tell here could be great. And I'm sitting like,
Yeah.
y'all complaining because she
I'm
ain't got
here
a set
for
of
it.
balls.
No, yeah, of course.
I'm still shocked that you were shocked though. Me and Afro
Me
and Afro were making fun of the fact they were gonna do it while it was live on the show. We were like, they gonna be mad about this.
We called that shit I was like, these niggas are finna be pissy, and they were.
I'm sitting here thinking like, there's no way people are gonna be this like this in 2026.
I
we get
knew
a
as
God
soon
of
as
War
I
game.
saw-
No,
I was like,
How you feel about the
these
creative
niggas
God of
are
War
niggas.
not liking the game? But his was different.
Yeah,
his reason was different.
he did not want the dad of war, brother. That's not
You
what he
talking about
made
this
Kratos for.
Yes.
your story.
But we
ended
don't
on the
care, nigga.
PlayStation
Santa
3.
Monica's done a better job.
Now, I'm be
The
fair.
Dad of War, yes, sir.
Your story ended on PlayStation 3. This is their story now. Shut up. I'll just be real with it. Your story ended with Kratos got stabbed through the stomach by Athena. Your story ended then. Like the game, they've gone 2 games above that, and those games have sold amazingly well, possibly even more than the original ones did individually.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like
2018
cares?
is
I don't. It's not God of War. It ain't your God of War. It's the God of War. Now, this ain't Kratos from the Greek days when he was sitting there slaying guys willy nilly and fucking over the world. This is the different version.
They
of
actually
Kratos.
explained that too, by the way. I like.
I'm sitting there like, of course not. It's not your God of War. So,
He literally said, "I can't go back to that because I ain't in that area no more." When he was on the
He was like,
boat.
yo, I fucked it up over there, yo. I opened Pandora's
Like,
box and
ain't
some
the
other
same
shit.
God of War.
The head, I keep forgetting the
Game.
head name. Asked him legit, they're like, "Well, how come you can't just do that and kill all Thor and all them?" He was like, "I can't do that no more."
That man said he literally did 2 games. He literally said he ain't the same God of War, and apparently the majority of God of War fans like it. Why? Because those 2 games have sold amazingly well. One of them was Game of the Year over Red Dead Redemption 2. So apparently people like the game enough to where the minority of people here that are sitting there bitching about, oh, it's a woman.
Yeah, God of War 2018 was a game changer, yo.
If you want to sit down, you want the blood splattering, killing Kratos that just slays every guy without a second thought. Wait for the remake to come out, or go back and play the PS2 and PS3 one. But I shut up. I don't understand.
Boot up that PS2 emulator and go to town.
Like, please have fun with that. I'm like, this foolishness, bro. I'm thinking us as gamers, we've made it past this point to where we don't want to play video games that have girls as main characters for whatever reason.
I don't mind his complaint because he just mad that I understand why he mad. He mad he got kicked off. He ain't part of it no more. So I kind of get his more than other people.
They did sort of snake him out of his IP. But like,
so he ain't even about pay or nothing about that. He was more mad that Kratos wasn't a killer murderer man no more.
Kratos grew up. He ain't just going and killing every pantheon. Fine, cool. Like I said, it was controversial when they unveiled God of War. What was it? God of War 2018. It was questionable when they did it even then because it was like, oh, this ain't the same Kratos.
Hey, niggas was like, this nigga got a beard and some kids. What the
and
fuck?
It hit. It freaking hit.
It slapped.
Because he's still putting that work in.
I'm sitting there like, yeah, Kratos ain't the same one.
Well, the story was also really well written, and it paid tribute to what was before and laid down the bridge to something new. As a good continuation should.
They added something in Kratos that 6 games, it was 6 original games for 2018. They added something in Kratos that 6 games didn't. They added depth to them. Depth.
We got more than just surface level me murder.
I'm like, they like murder. Y'all, yeah, Kratos ain't punching Zeus to the point where he'll bloody mess on your screen, but he'll still put an axe in somebody's jaw and rip it apart. Like I don't like people are just dumb at this point. Just whatever. But either way, the Amazing Spider-Cam. To our earlier stories, because you had joined in a little bit later. Did you want to speak on any of the earlier stories? The earlier stories were, of course, the Rick Child situation and the entirety of State of Play, and things of that nature, or Summer Games Fest. Did you want to speak about any of those wonderful things, my friend?
I like how Wolverine, the fans are saying this is the worst iteration of the Marvel Universe because Wolverine, the X-Men don't exist.
See what I said?
To the point where You're shitting on Insomniac Spider-Man. What?
I'm like, this is what we doing now because Wolverine ain't teaming up with the other X-Men and fighting the Brotherhood of Mutants. He can't have a good
But
game.
nobody, but ever since the first Wolverine game, who's taking the same mechanics and just making it look better, nobody cared. You just Wolverine. You want a Wolverine solo game. What does the X-Men got to do with a Wolverine solo game? It doesn't matter. You got Jean in there. You got better graphics. It looks crazy. Yeah, he's regenerating. The suit's not regenerating. Everything looks wild to the fact. So you could just take it to Old Man Logan. None of the X-Men was in there. So, I mean, this is a Wolverine story. This is a Elseworld Wolverine story. Like we had in multiple iteration of comics. It's no big deal. It is now people saying this is the worst iteration of the Marvel Universe because no X-Men you don't care about. This is the same people that are crying that there's no X-Men in this verse, or are crying that there's too many X-Men in Marvel Rivals.
Oh my God! Fuck Marvel Rivals.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Pick a side.
I was gonna say you're right.
He is not lying.
Oh man, there's too many X-Men in Marvel Rivals. I want to play with fucking. I want to play. I want to play with some obscure. I want to play with War Machine. Yeah, you want to play Rhodey from North Philly? Get the fuck out of here!
I would, if Terrence Howard came back as War Machine, I'd play him.
We're good. We're good on Rhodey from North Philly. Get the fuck out of here!
Listen,
it's no X-Men. There's Jean Grey right there. There's Mystique right there. The Sabretooth right there. And the nigga saying he's fighting a hand. Who's like, oh, that look like Deadpool. It's a hand ninja. Like,
my only complaint is that it's going to be in Canada.
Oh my God!
He's from Canada.
Who gives a fuck? I just don't understand. You got your Wolverine game. It looks amazing.
This niggas don't. They wanted an open world.
I still want it. That's my complaint. I want open world. It's
You were never getting an open world.
The last. Oh no. Well, except for Spider-Man, the last open world Marvel game was Hulk, and now it shows ass.
I'm like, Logan is not Spider-Man. He doesn't go and watch over.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's not some super fun traversal mechanics that you can weave into fucking Wolverine.
This is a Minecraft for $80, like which I just recently bought. And by the way, the demo is really good. I'm playing down. I just lost the Heisman.
Nigga, how far have you gotten in Crimson Desert, Zelmay? Shut up otherwise. Play that shit.
Ooh.
And then Cam, of course, I gotta get your shout out.
That is not him. That is not him. I don't know who that
is.
He's in Tupac in Stranger Heaven, man.
Shout out Stranger Than Heaven.
It was announced yesterday he's in Stranger Heaven.
They found that nigga in Cuba and took a video of that nigga.
Well,
yep, and that's how
hey, shout out to the West, I guess. I don't
know. No.
Cam still mad that the Dragon State told him to put that song.
That nigga's from Boston.
Oh yeah, shout out to New York. Actually, 2 hours from New York. My fault.
But it's been a week of complaints, gripes, biasness, misogyny, some racism, some of everything. It really has been.
Another week in America.
Virtual Fighter crosswords.
Another week in America.
Yeah,
but
it's not. It's a spinoff. It's not going to be it's not a Virtual Fighter mainline. So
no, it ain't Virtual Fighter.
No.
What are they on? 8? It ain't Virtual
Fighter. Well,
8.
listen, I challenge people to name me 10 niggas on Virtual Fighter, but hey,
I ain't a Virtual Fighter player. I can tell you.
Virtual Fighter is list of Mount Rushmore when it's in fucking Yakuza.
The only thing I respect on here is the last Ronin game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just gonna be What about?
Hold on, kind of fast.
What's gonna come out?
I think it'll be fine. I think Resident Evil, so long as it's not short like Resident Evil 3's remake, I think it'll be fine.
Dawn Walker would be great if it actually worked when it came out, but I'm scared of Vampire Games.
Dawn Walker is Blade gonna sue somebody, nigga. Dawn Walker too close to Daywalker, nigga.
Oh.
Otherwise,
but the law is finicky, Afro.
Any other past topics that I missed?
Oh well, yeah, you missed of course you missed the most controversial one. You know, this right here. You know, the Rick Child entire thing. You know, that one, of course. Did you like to say any words on that, my good friend?
I mean, rip the young boy Cyrus. But the whole. I'm just gonna say this. Black people talking about boycotting Chinese-owned businesses because of this. I'm saying it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Niggas gonna call in the first.
Oh, you
round,
missed
nigga.
it. Oh, you missed it. You
Look, I'm just gonna keep it up. The local nigga is gonna go to the Chinese store, get these
Cam,
fucking
no, they
3 wings,
switched it,
fried
Cam.
rice, salt, pepper, ketchup on the wings, and let me get the iced tea. Like, it's gonna happen.
Cam, you missed it. They switched it though. They instead of doing that, now they ordering big orders and not picking it up because they said they was gonna go anyway. So we got to figure.
I mean, listen, the progression you got it there is robbing the Asian delivery driver. That's only in New York. I mean, Philly, we don't rob the driver. But listen,
They not picking up the big orders, Cam.
I'm just saying, niggas are supposed to stop going to Target. They still going to Target. Like we can't stand on something. You know, where's Black Lives Matter at? Other than Jesse Jackson is not on this planet no more. Like I just fell apart. I mean,
Oh, he got caught. Didn't his son get caught stealing tax money and he ain't around no more?
Monkey in the jungle shit. I still see niggas going to H&M spending money.
What happened? Well, that was a fire shirt. But yeah, it just we the black people lost their stride since George Floyd, and then they turned into a looting situation, and then I don't know, the black people kind of got domesticated after that, and then now this ain't like strong enough for us to revolt against the Asian people. So, you know, we'll see what happens in Juneteenth. Maybe Juneteenth, the black people will have enough spiritual ancestor energy to revolt against this. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what happens.
Let's be real. Our leaders sold out, and so nobody care no more. When we found out that Jesse Jackson still taxpayer, his son still taxpayer money, and Jesse probably do too. And then Al Sharpton, we ain't got no leadership no more. They all for the bag now.
Black people gonna be confused with what is part of the Korean culture or Asian culture that gotta get boycotted. The Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese.
It's all the same to niggas. He might be Laotian.
Ain't Chow Chinese? Am I wrong?
It's Chow Chinese. We're gonna figure that out.
Tell us in the comments.
Niggas could, hey, imagine it was Japanese and he's like, yo, I need you to stop.
I only know the Korean niggas because they're
imagine it was Japanese and they told. Hold on, listen. Imagine if he was Japanese and did this, and we told the blacks to stop watching anime. You know, you think that's gonna happen? I'm gonna watch me some.
Hey, we boycott
Naruto.
Y'all niggas on your own.
Oh yeah, I told you it. You know, they're gonna keep watching anime.
I'm only good for half of Black History Month, brother. You can't expect me for the whole war.
Rip to the young bull. That was tragic. Anyways, but black people ain't gonna stand on this.
How is Chinese and
the
English?
young bull that was tragic is so dismissive.
What you mean?
I get what he was
Hold on. First and foremost, this happened like I'm not gonna say eons ago. It happened like
3 years
months ago. But how many months ago did it happen?
3 years ago.
Like 3
that was years. Like, never mind. I'm good. You're not gonna get no sympathy points from me. I'm sorry. It happened 3 years ago. Rip to the young bull, all that other stuff. But 3 years ago to now, and it's going viral, all that shit. I don't got the energy to get mad about it. I just say rip the young bull. That's all I can say. I mean, I just went to never.
Where can they find you at My Amazing Spider Cam friend?
I'm just saying you can't expect me to get mad 3 years
Where
from
can
now.
they find you?
Oh, my fault. Blur Cartel, all that stuff. Why she on my screen?
Y'all wanted to be an opposite.
Maybe she wants to be on top too, so I wanted to, so
He don't want to do no work. I'll do the work.
Flip them. Anyway.
So, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And
there we
that
go.
was his violation, right?
Everybody's stealing my game.
Where can we find you?
He violated. I didn't say nothing crazy.
That had to be his violation because that wasn't mine.
It was yours.
On the screen. That wasn't mine.
It was both of y'all.
No.
He fell away because she was the bottom, so I was like, well, flip her over.
Like we fell on both.
I said I'll do the work if you want to be lazy. I don't give a fuck. Anywho, you can catch me Saturdays with the Colorful Crew for Make It Make Sense, the podcast. There is still Waifu Views. We will work that out later. Shout out to Puddin', aka Ebony Moonbeam Cosplay. It just feels good to be back. I was out for a minute due to health reasons, but I am back and better than ever.
He has returned and brought the girls. Love the girls.
Yeah, celebration.
Guys.
Clap, brother.
Oh, and I'll be at DreamCon this year. FYI.
Yeah, Afro Comic, where can we find you?
Oh, little
You
old
don't get no
me.
cream.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. You can find me at Afro Comedy 765 on all platforms. Of course, you can catch me Mondays. Well, you can catch me Mondays in the Friday Night Your Discord watching Monday Night Raw, but you can also find me Wednesdays on the Blurred Cartels Roundtable doing top 10 anything. You can catch me Thursdays on Casually Conversating with Zelma and the lovely Miss Moonbeam when she decides to join us. You can then catch me on Fridays, on Friday Night You're talking wrestling with the amazing Spider Cam and Jamel 727. And then Saturdays, you can catch me here on Make It Make Sense, the podcast. You know the vibe, something flagrant, something inflammatory.
Speaking of Zell, we have
host of Don't Piss Me Off, so don't piss me off. Every Saturday, I always support. Also, as y'all heard, Afro already told you, Casual Conversation. We got Keeping 99 Sports on Tuesday. We got an interesting week this week. We will see if we'll be down 3-0 or will it come back 2-1 as the young boys from the San Antonio Spurs go to Gotham as they are losing their mind and beating up police officers right now. So it's going to be very loud as tickets are $11,000 per. But
yep, they are officially 5 digits at the lowest.
Yes, so good luck getting that game.
Courtside seats being around 500,000.
Yes. So
For what?
To watch Gotham?
Because it's Madison Square Garden.
Gotham burned down.
So we get to see if it's the beginning of New York City. Because they promised me that the Statue of Liberty is in danger if the Knicks win. That's what a lot of people even Spider-Man promised me this. So now I'm looking to see.
Not Spider-Man.
Paris set the Eiffel Tower on fire the other week when they won their tournament. So y'all got to upstate. They set it on fire. They got it out quickly, but they set it on fire. They said it wasn't. They did it. So you're going to see if that pisses me off next week. So be there Saturdays. And also Mount Rushmore tomorrow. We already have our 4 locked in for fighting games. So be there tomorrow. And we're going to got a list of 30. Does one knock off somebody from the Mount Rushmore? And we have a twist in it, which I'm looking forward to. See how everybody react to it. We're doing it different. We're doing it big. All the shows going to look new and engaging with the audience because we want y'all involved. So overall99media@gmail.com if you got questions for Casual Conversations, ideas for shows and all that. And overall99media.org, you can find all of us, including Cam and Pinky Waifu stuff, all this stuff. And Pinky Waifu will get her page up soon or later with her picture on the main page.
Why you say that like that's on me?
No, it's on me. I just said sooner or later.
That's on me. But anyway, thank you all for watching. It's another episode of Making Sense Podcast. I, of course, am your host, the one on the Monray Hudson. That well said, Monray Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, as it still exists.
It's not a thing.
And of course, Make It Make Sense Podcast on Facebook. TikTok, well, Facebook and YouTube, of course. Make sure to look for this wonderful thing. They'll let you know you can find us at a wonderful place like this.
Other way. It's the other way. You got
my way.
Other way.
But otherwise, I feel like Zell has been paying too much attention to the Amazing Spider Cam shows with these surprises in the middle of the shows and things. So they might have been learning from each other. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Have a good week. Hopefully, Xbox will have some good games. There won't be. I don't care if their devices come on. We'll see what they show tomorrow. Otherwise, that's it. Peace. And when in doubt, go.